Sunday, February 10, 2019, 3 a.m. 31 degrees Fahrenheit, 6 a.m. 30 degrees Fahrenheit. 5-day forecast. Derek took everything from me. 9 victims seduced by slick con man they met on dating sites and who duped them out of $2 million speak out in new documentary. Trump and acting White House Chief of Staff Mick Mulvaney launch hunt for mole who leaked president's private schedule. Massive snowstorm buries the Northwest in as much as 2 feet of snow, leaving 50,000 people without power and canceling 200 flights. And there's still more on the way. Fired FBI Deputy Director Andy McCabe accuses Trump of unleashing a strain of insanity in the White House and forcing Deputy Ag Rod Rosenstein to write memo justifying Comey's firing. Border Patrol catches 325 migrants who sneaked in through unsecured Mexico barrier. Harrison Ford issues an apocalyptic climate change warning, calling it the greatest moral crisis of our time. At summit in Dubai, letter showing true tragedy of Meghan Markle's rift with a father she says has broken her heart into a million pieces. Meghan Markle urges her father to stop painful attacks on patient, kind and understanding Prince Harry in 5-page letter. Extra host AJ Calloway suspended as Warner Brothers opens internal investigation following additional sexual assault claims. Team Trump takes New York Fashion Week. First daughter Tiffany, mom Marla Maples and boyfriend Michael Boulos turn heads at Tour A Wong show with Kimberly Guilfoyle. There is no hesitation. HBO stands by its shocking Michael Jackson documentary despite outcry from the King of Pop's fans in Jackson Estate. It often takes a woman to get the job done. Hillary Clinton gushes over Nancy Pelosi and says women's rights are the unfinished business of the 21st century. Nationwide man had forearmed the dangerous corrupt lawyer who stabbed his mother to death and could be seeking revenge on clients as he faces jail for secretly settling their cases and pocketing cash. Taxi driver hauls boy 6 from cab then beheads him with shard of glass as his screaming mother fought to save him in Saudi Arabia. Breast cancer doesn't mean the end of your sex life, says the surgeon who has had the disease herself twice. Who's listening in Lauren? Jeff Bezos' lover laughs on the phone as the world's richest man bankrolls huge hunt for source of their leaked sexts after outing National Enquirer. Blackmail. Facebook vows to ban graphic images of self-harm as social media companies step up their efforts to clamp down on content influencing children. Terry Crews says National Enquirer owner Zameed tried to silence his sexual assault lawsuit against a Hollywood agent by threatening to publish a fake story about him sleeping with 2 prostitutes. Gang of children as young as 12 shot dead singer in cold blood when he refused to hand over the keys to his truck, police reveal as hundreds of fans pay tribute to victim. Mississippi's Lieutenant Governor Tate Reeves took part in Old South-themed parties in college and joined a frat whose members wore blackface, Afro wigs, Confederate costumes and shouted racial slurs at black students. Embattled Virginia Governor Ralph Northam refuses to resign before attending funeral for police officer killed in a shootout during a drugs raid. The Trumps had beef with me then, and they're gonna have beef with me forever. I'm not gonna forget. Meghan McCain blasts Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner for attending her father's funeral. Former CBS boss Les Moonves starts a new TV company. Hollywood. Just weeks after being fired, Vice founder and CEO Shane Smith lists his LA mansion and sells his Manhattan apartment after laying off 250 workers amid $50 million loss. Tory MP Tobias Ellwood rejected the notion of celebrating the historic, Evans said. Although 17 million people may be shouting for joy, not all would be. Ellwood told fellow Tory Nigel Evans 43 million voters needed to come together by Daily Mail reporter published, 2042 Eastern Standard Time, the 9th of February 2019, updated, 2045 Eastern Standard Time, the 9th of February 2019. Calls for the red arrows, above, to fly over Parliament on EU exit day have been blocked by a Remainer minister over fears of upsetting pro-EU voters. Tory MP Nigel Evans has appealed to the Ministry of Defence for a flypast to properly celebrate the important historic event, but Tobias Ellwood rejected the plea, saying it would be too divisive. The Red Arrows training above Rathscampton in Lincolnshire on a clear day last month. He told Mr. Evans, although 17 million people may be shouting for joy on that day and may demand that the Red Arrows participate, the nation as a whole, 43 million voters, must come together, put aside their polarized views and the gridlock we have faced, and move forward. Mr. Ellwood also raised eyebrows in the House of Commons by adding, "We were on different sides of the argument. To be clear, where we are is not where I would want to be," but he insisted he would continue supporting Britain's EU exit if there is a deal, as he was committed to democracy. Advertisement. Female Today. Don't miss